Good morning, dear class. Our today's topic is energy flowing living things. We will going to learn how the energy will flow from one living thing to other living thing. But before that, here is one question. Where do we get the energy to do the activities? That activities are running, walking, dancing, doing homework. There can be many more. We get the energy from food that we eat. So to get the energy, we need food. But our body cannot make its own food. So to get the food, we are depending upon green plants. We are depending upon green plants. We are also depending upon animals. But we more are depending upon plants. I will tell you how. As because plants are green in color, they can do photosynthesis. And they are doing photosynthesis by using sun energy. Means if there is no sun energy, there is no sunlight, plants are also not able to do photosynthesis. And they are also not going to provide food. So, if plants are doing photosynthesis, we are depending upon plants for the food. So, the plants are also eaten by animals and human, which result energy to flow. This topic that we are learning, that how energy is flowing in the living things. So, by when the human or animal eat the plant, then automatically energy will flow in form of food. Okay, we all can say like this, that sun is the ultimate source of energy on the earth, because if there is no sun, there will be no photosynthesis by the green plant. If there is no photosynthesis, then there will be no food for animals as well as humans. Okay, if there is no food, no energy transfer. This is also given here in form of a flow chart. Look at here. The first is given as sun energy. Means without sun energy, green plant cannot prepare their food. Okay, so energy comes from sun to green plant. Then green plant are in form of food. They are taken by the herbivorous animal, and we take fruits and vegetable from them as a food to get the energy. And then this energy goes to carnivorous animal if they are taking herbivorous animal as their food. So we get to learn that how energy flows from one living thing to the other living thing. Okay. Now the other topic that we have to do is relationship between plants and animals. Plant and animal are depends on each other. How? Let us learn. Look at the picture. Animal produces carbon dioxide. Animal or human produces carbon dioxide, and that is being taken by the plant for photosynthesis. And what plant gives in return? Plant gives oxygen for the human as well as for the animals. So for this exchange of gases, they both are depending upon each other. Not only for the gases, human and animals are depending upon plant for food. Okay, they are depending upon for food. It is written here, and okay, and for oxygen, for food and oxygen. Now what is the relationship of animal for the plant. Animals breathe out carbon dioxide that is being used by the plant for their food, we have discussed. Okay, so that's why we should take good care of plant and grow more and more plant to protect our environment. Okay, now let us go to the other topic, balance in the nature. To maintain the balance in the nature, we should take care of plants as well as animals. If one of them will going to rise or decrease, it will going to affect the balance in the nature. Now let us learn how. Look at here. Okay. If there will be more animals than plant, then what will happen? Plant will not able to give enough oxygen and food to all the animals to keep them alive. Okay, but if there will be more plant than animal, the amount of carbon dioxide that is breathed out by the animal will be less. If that amount is less, then how the food is prepared by the plant by the process photosynthesis? Okay, so hence the both should be in balance. So we should take care of the nature by balancing the plant as well as the animals. So therefore, to keep the balance between plants and animal in nature, we need to protect both of them. How can we do so? National parks are there, wildlife sanctuaries are there to protect the wild animals. And this is our duty also to plant more and more tree and avoid the cutting of tree so that we also can protect the plants. Now here is one knowledge desk. One Mahotsav is a tree planting festival where one means forest and Mahotsav means festival. So we can say it's a festival of forest. It is celebrated in the first week of July in the country, in our country. So if we are celebrating, we are maintaining the balance of the plants and animal in our environment. Okay class, so this is all in the chapter 1. All you have to do is the checkpoints as well as the exercise, this one. Class, do the exercise in the book only, don't do in the notebook. I will send you the answer key in the evening. Meanwhile, you will try. Okay. Till question 5 you already have done. I will send you 6, 7 and 8 also. Okay class. Now this is for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.